Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another Update Palworld video. So, we're kicking off with the Spring Festival event. There we go, I can say it. And it's a pretty interesting one because on top of them adding skins as they normally do, we also get some adjustments, some balance adjustments, and as per usual, some bug fixes. They can't fix everything, but like I said in my previous update video, that they're hard at work, and as long as they're continually doing something, it helps, because it's better than no news is good news, because that means they're usually working on something big, but we don't know if that necessarily means that they're gonna fix anything. So after their Fade Break update, it's good to see that they're actually putting in effort to include even smaller things like this. But I'm not gonna ramble too long, we're just gonna get started on it. So we're gonna get we now have 5 festival skins that are going to be pertaining to 3 different pals. 2 are subspecies, but you know what I mean. So Kativa comes in with another skin. It's going to be the Lucky Kativa skin. Look at it. Look how cute it is. It's just got a little dragon cat hat on. Or maybe it's just a dragon. Maybe a lion? Something like that. I don't know. And then you have Fortune Bringer Lylene and Fortune Bringer Lylene Noct, in which I think those skins are really cool. I really like the design on them. I know my wife will definitely appreciate them. And then Lion Dancer Chillette and Lion Dancer Chillette Ignis. So once again, we get another skin for the Chillettes. I kind of wish that it was something that it was for a different pal. I mean, I get it. Chillette's very popular, very cute, but I honestly would have preferred if they had done a new pal, because that way, you know, they're not focusing as much on the same ones. And honestly, it feels like they kind of just changed the texture a little bit for the winter one. I mean, it may not be the case, but it would have been nice to have something else included. But skipping past that, now that we've gotten through the skins, we're going to talk about the specification adjustments that they've added. So pals will now target the nearest enemy after being summoned, which is good, because sometimes you would pull out your pal and they would attack something that is far off in the distance, and you're like, I need you to attack what's right next to me and fighting me now. So I'm very grateful that they changed that. Amongst that, they also changed the behavior of large pals at bases to be the same as small pals. This allows them to pass through narrow passages, and they will be less likely to collide with ceilings and such. Okay, that's a little immersion breaking, but I do prefer it in the long run, because if you just have a doorway and you have, you know, a Kativa running around in your base for whatever reason, like you may have had it for handiwork at its early stage or what have you, maybe you just like having one out, and then you have a Jormungandr and the Jormungandr can't get through the door, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Usually I just make bigger doorways so that just all pals can pass through, but I mean, this being a thing, I don't know if that will change their hitboxes and if it only applies to this internally within bases, but I mean, in the long run, it's probably going to be better, but I don't know. We're going to have to do some testing and put it into practice. Added Earth element to Mamores and Mamores Christ. Did they not have the Earth element before? I thought they were Earth. Were they not? Huh. Okay. Added Water element and work suitability watering to Killamari. That's good, because I thought it was weird that Killamari can only do gathering, even though I mean, most of its attacks are like poison based, but it's still a squid. It should have like watering 1, because otherwise it's just useless. I mean, have you seen Shadowbeak? That has no practicality inside of a base, but I understand that because it's lore accurate. So that's something that's changed, and honestly, I'm not gonna hate on it. I really like it. Balance adjustments. Reduce the amount of power required by the large electric egg incubator and significantly increase the amount of power stored in the battery. Okay, that's cool. So I've used those accumulator batteries before, and they can drain very fast if you don't have a pal dependent on it, on just the base power itself. So I do appreciate that that's something that they did integrate and change. For me personally, I haven't set it to default for egg hatching, so I mean, it just seems a little better to just set it to a default being that, you know, you instant hatch eggs. I mean, I do it for convenience. I'm going to wait the time anyway, but for those people out there that prefer a more straight to vanilla experience, congratulations, they increase or reduce the amount of power that the electric egg incubator takes, and you have more power stored into the batteries. Next up, they extended the range of the target area near the reticle when targeting the same enemy. Expanded the range of the target area near the reticle when targeting the same enemy. That's interesting. That is very oblique, very obscure. Like I won't touch that one too much. I'm assuming that target area is like where it's not going more into projectile firing. Instead, it's going to be more a hit scan, which I'm not too sure about that. But it also says when targeting the same enemy, so it's obviously talking about pals. So maybe that something that we might have to try to put into practice. I don't really understand the wording of that one. If you do, by all means, let me know down in the comments below, but that one's throwing me for a loop. Fixed a bug where the stamina of some pals was different between normal pals and alpha pals. So it looks like stamina of some pals was different from normal pals and alpha pals. So I guess normal and alpha pals are supposed to have the same stamina. Yeah, because it says it was different between them, so I guess they're supposed to have the regular same stamina, huh? Alright. Adjusted the rewards from large oil rig treasure chest and remove the uncommon plasma cannon blueprint. Okay. So, in my previous update video, they also changed that and removed uncommon stuff, but it looks like they missed one, and now they're making sure that anything that you get is probably going to be rare and above. But, okay. I can understand that. Extended the distance at which the advanced bow damage begins to drop off by 1.5. Okay, so now you have a longer draw distance, so whenever you fire, then you'll actually know when you're doing significantly less damage, which is good. Reduce the amount of plasteel required when crafting weapons and armor. I mean, I can see that. I haven't actually looked at the blueprints myself, but I'm assuming that it was a lot higher before, and if that's the case, good on them. They fixed that now. Increase the production speed of crude oil from the crude oil extractor. Okay, that's cool. I'm around that stage in a different playthrough, and it is very, very slow, and I'm just like, how can I make this go faster? Obviously, pals with great passives, but now with that in mind, you can actually benefit from it a little bit more, especially if it comes to research, which our next one is increase the rate at which crude oil extraction speed increases at the Pal Labor Research Laboratory. And that's overall good because, you know, trying to pump that oil out, get it out faster, and obviously make the spheres that you're going to need to make the armor that you're going to need to make with the weapons. Anything that's going to require plasteel usually requires crude oil. So that's good. Increase the durability of weapons and armor that can be created with some blueprints. Durability of already created equipment will remain unchanged. It will appear that the durability has decreased at first. Okay, cool. Alright, so with certain blueprints, obviously higher tiers are going to provide you with higher durability, which is fantastic. I feel like it should always be that way. If you're going to get something and it does more damage and provides more armor, then it also should have a higher durability. Now stepping into the bug fixes category, the one that we always try to strive and look through. Fixed a bug that caused the game to crash when a pal with 4 negative passive skills was put through surgery by Dr. Braun. Okay, so if that was an issue that you were having before, obviously you won't have it now. I haven't gone through Dr. Braun yet, but I've tried to capture him. I failed miserably. I think I need a significantly higher sphere, especially since the dude looks like he's a demigod in a human body. But next up is fix a bug that causes the new display in the building UI to not disappear when starting a new save data. That's an interesting one. Okay. Well, I mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory. And they fixed an issue that caused the treasure chest in the oil rig to not respawn. I haven't had that problem. I know that it spawns randomly throughout the oil rig, but I haven't actually had the problem of it not spawning at all. But if that's something that you did experience, yeah, it's been fixed now. They also fixed a bug that sometimes caused the workbench effect to remain. I have seen that happen. It'll look like something like just dust is kicking up from all of the workbenches, and it's like, okay, is this gonna fix itself? Is this a problem with my server? Do I need to like restart my game? What's going on? So good to know that it was a bug and they just fixed it. Next up is for console players, fix a bug that caused the PS5 players to be able to join Xbox games. This feature is currently under development and was released unintentionally. Okay, so it was like crossplay was unintentionally released and they had to be like, wait, I'm sorry, I draw it back. Okay, I don't think that's necessarily a bug. That was a feature that they released by accident. You can't call it a bug if it's if the script is working correctly and it's just a feature that you released unintentionally. But I mean, for those people that enjoyed crossplay between PS5 and Xbox, congratulations. Or at least the PS5 players to the Xbox, because it doesn't say vice versa, so I don't know the intention. And then finally, fix an issue with some terrain was disappearing. So more terrain bug fixes, which is good. Anything that has to do with the map being fixed overall is also good in the long run. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about all these patches and stuff that's coming out. Obviously, this one wasn't as long as the one before, but still, it's interesting. Also, what do you think of the new skins? I mean, it's nice to see Lylene get one, but I don't even know if she had one previously, but either way. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to voice your opinion, go ahead and do it in the comments down below. I look at every single comment, and as always, make sure to do the thing and thing and thing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.
Stadium packed, baby I'm bad, yeah. Baby I'm bad. I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless.